Hi, guys. Hi, Virgos. Welcome back. All right. So, Virgos, let's go ahead and take a little peek at all of this. This is kind of a message to see what's going on between Virgo and this person right now. Six of Coins. There is certainly at least good vibes being sent across the universe between Virgo and this person. So we don't have a time period of hostility. Hang on, let's go ahead and get a moon card, shall we? We have a crescent moon there, but of course, we're in the midst of our full moon. Earth magic, fearlessness, removing obstacles, which is terrific, of course, for a time of a full moon, because that's exactly what we're doing, is releasing energy. We're removing problems. This is a great time of like renewal and letting go of things. And God, I love that card so much, that earth magic, this huge, like, racing across the plains, with the full moon behind us. It's absolutely beautiful. And this is a super moon, so that makes sense as well. This is a very cathartic moon specifically for Virgo and this person. With the Fool, we have, normally we wouldn't see elements of transformation, but we do in this particular deck. Also, there's something very divine and very organized about this, and even the timeline of this. And I say that because we do have the kind of like the image of a nautilus shell there, and that spiral of the nautilus shell, is connected to the Fibonacci sequence, the natural logarithms that we see in nature, that tells us that nature has an intelligent design to it. And even the fact that it's earth magic and this is a Virgo message, all of this feels like we are landing the plane. Like Virgo and another person are actually in this space of like, I couldn't possibly hate you. I couldn't possibly be mad at you. And if anything, I know you don't hate me either. I know that. So what are we doing here? Somebody's going to make a move to either like heal a rift. Somebody, I don't know if this is Virgo or we do have strong Aries coming in, but we have two characters that are like, I know you don't hate me, just like I don't hate you. I couldn't possibly. Okay, we have the devil. By the way, we're seeing a lot of little emeralds or, peridot, which would be Virgo's birthstone, right? Um, we've got passion and desire. We've got Capricorn energy. Hang on. Is somebody about to fearlessly gravitate back toward Virgo because they crave Virgo's physique? We have a Two of Swords. The problem here is, even though everything started out so amazing, right? The energy between two people is, I actually still want to give to you. I'm not mad at you. How could I possibly hate you? It's not even possible for Virgo and this person to hate each other. But this fearlessness, this desire to like rush forward, that's there. And then we have this leap of faith, but it's if this leap of faith comes across like self-indulgent, or hey, listen, I just really want a chance to get into Virgo's bed, we could spark an argument or a fight. We have somebody that comes across as a little bit sly when in fact we need to see transformation. So we have the serpent here, but we have the fox over here. Give me another message on this. Is this somebody who's like about to jump back into Virgo's world, but they're fully expecting like, we're just going to totally start up a physical connection? We don't need to talk about the past because I know Virgo doesn't hate me. So let's just get back to a physical connection. And it's like, whoa, what the heck? We got a Queen of Swords and we got the Knight of Cups sideways. This is definitely, you need to check yourself. I almost feel like this is going to be our Virgo saying, excuse me, what's going on in this head of yours? You can't reach out to me and act like we're still a couple, though. Just because we want to give to each other, just because we're not angry at each other, still doesn't mean that you can come in and instantly, think that we're getting into a lust-based connection. I'm not sure what you're thinking about here, but where's the love? Where's the, you got to stair step into this, otherwise we're going to have conflict. Or maybe we need to address the conflict that we had before. I need to know what was in your head before. Hang on. Is this going to be a good thing? Or is this going to be like it opens up a can of worms? Oh, it's a good thing. We have a Four of Wands. Okay. Whew. I was touch and go for a second there. So this full moon in particular is giving two characters the chance to just get down to what's real. And what is real is that there's a lot of caring, always has been, a lot of love between these two, always has been, a lot of desire to take a leap of faith toward each other, always has been. This is again and again what we keep seeing is, but we have something here. I have something I want to share with you. I want to be in a connection with you. I want to be able to give love to you. Yes, in the past, we have to address the past. And I kind of still think that this other individual who could be a Capricorn that Virgo was dealing with, could be an Aries that Virgo was dealing with, could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But I think that's more Virgo's energy is shifting to air. Like, we need to talk about everything. We need to talk about what happened before. And honestly, we need to establish, is this love? Well, their response on this is, it's not just love, Virgo. Maybe this is why they want to jump forward and just get into a connection where it's like, I want to hold Virgo, I want to touch Virgo, I want to be undressed with Virgo. Maybe it's because this is the way they express love. I mean, this is a Four of Wands for this person. Tell me just about them. Can we just see who this person is? Look, I mean, clearly this is an opportunity for a huge reunion. Who they are is somebody who walked away. 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 6 of Swords, Empress. What? Did they walk away from Virgo? Or did they walk away from some other relationship because Virgo is their Empress? Justice, Death card, Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, hold on. We got Libra and Scorpio here, also Libra, Taurus. Why did you walk away? Who did you walk away from? Walked away from Virgo, your 2 of Cups, and not even you know why. You walked away from your 2 of Cups and you acted like, it's great. I'm glad I walked away. This was their attitude at first. I'm glad I walked away. It's you. We weren't meant to be. Virgo's just really, really, really fabulous. But I'm so glad that I walked away. I walked away from my 2 of Cups. It's great that I did that. Okay. I don't know what was in their head. All I know is that this has been the single most, I'll say, impactful mistake they've ever made, because this was a karmic injustice. I don't know why this person acted in particular like they would be really happy to walk away from Virgo, and actually did that, and actually celebrated it at first. And then it was like, I've done the thing that has derailed my life the most has been this action that I took, and I don't even know why I did it. I met somebody amazing and I was like, well, glad I met them. Okay, I'm out. I can't pretend that I understand. That this person doesn't understand their own actions. All we can say is it altered the course of their entire life. I don't know if they suddenly got some serious karma or if they've particularly been getting serious karma. We've got the full moon with the raven here. We've got them, their whole life got bogged down. Everything went really into slow as molasses movement. Can I just ask, Kircher, do you understand why you did this now? Page of Wands. I know this isn't going to make a lot of sense, but I'm going to go ahead and say this. It's like they met Virgo and Virgo was amazing. And they were so thrilled. They were almost giddy. I met this most amazing person. That's so thrilling. It's like if we had a great experience and then we're floating on that high, but the experience basically is over because we just walked away from it. And it's almost like it didn't register for them, or they were out celebrating the fact that they'd met Virgo while simultaneously walking away like, okay, that was one of the best experiences of my life. But wait, why did I only have it for a split second? 9 of Pentacles. Again, I'm not going to pretend that this makes a whole lot of sense, but it's as if this individual, and they definitely could have been a Libra, okay, because we do have that twice, right? It's as if they said, I am so thrilled because I never thought I'd meet somebody as amazing as my Virgo. I never thought that somebody that I felt that way about would feel that way about me too. Now, of course, I know that I can't hold on to them because I'm not good enough for that, but I'm so glad I got a chance with them. And that made them thrilled. But then they took for granted this idea that, yeah, it was fabulous. And now I can walk away from Virgo and say, I had somebody so amazing who loved me once upon a time. I mean, I know there's no way I can have them, but they did love me for a moment in time. So I know what that's like. And it was amazing. I gazed into their eyes, they gazed into mine. That's something that I'll hold on to for the rest of my life. But I mean, of course, I can't be with Virgo, but for that fleeting moment. That's what this looks like. This person bizarrely acted like, I'm so glad I got to have that. But I know, I'm giddy over it. But of course, I can't keep it. So there's no point in trying. So I'll just go ahead and exit now, stage left. And the universe is like, what the hell have you done? Why are you? I'm asking that. Why on earth would you have walked away? Four of Pentacles in the Tower. This huge, like, karmic upset has been, and the karma that they have accrued is that this is somebody who walked away from Virgo instead of dropping their ego and saying, wait a minute, I don't want to walk away from the best thing in my life. I want the best thing in my life, but I was trying to save myself from what I believed was inevitable disappointment because someday Virgo won't want me. So I got a taste of something fabulous with Virgo. It's almost like this person thought that they were batting out of their league. It's like, oh, and I don't believe in any of the ranking systems, like, oh, that person's a 10, that person's an 8. I personally have never thought of people as like physically more attractive or not, because attractiveness to me really depends upon who are they. Saying somebody is aesthetically pleasing is still not the same as saying they're an attractive person that I'm attracted to. So I'm not a fan of ranking people. I think it's stupid, and I don't know. It's also kind of mean spirited. But for this person, I'm wondering if they said, "Oh, Virgo's a 10, Virgo's an Empress," and I know I can't be with an Empress, but I got an Empress to look my way and even fall for me. And that was amazing. I mean, of course, I'm only a 3, so I know I can't keep Virgo. But I'm glad I had Virgo for a split second. Now I move on and I'll just have that little warm glow in my heart. And the whole mess of this thing is Virgo loved them too. Nobody was out of anybody's league. They should have stood beside Virgo. They should have dropped their ego, which is funny because it looks like it was insecurity, but it was actually ego. They didn't want to be with Virgo thinking Virgo would leave them. So they got a dose of a good thing with Virgo. They held it to their heart like this shiny little memory that one time this amazing person loved me too. But of course, then I bounced out before they could leave me. And now I can move on and I supposedly won't be sad and I won't miss out on Virgo because at least I had that experience. And that was such a wrong way to look at this. And it feels like that's where the karmic injustice has been. Now, during this full moon, we have this huge release of all of this bizarre like ranking system. We have like somebody saying, I don't know why I thought of it that way. And we saw them with the 7 of Cups. Not even they figured out, why did I do that? What is it about this full moon that is changing your perspective to where you're behaving differently? The moon, the King of Cups. Emotions are really powerful during this full moon because it's bringing everything up from the subconscious. And if there's one thing that can, I think, override fear and ego, it's love. And it almost seems like somehow this moon has supercharged them to where nothing else matters. That idea that, well, of course I couldn't have stayed with Virgo. Virgo would have left me, but at least I got a little bit of time with them. That whatever that insecurity, that fear, that ego was, doesn't matter so much as the fact that this person has a surge of love for Virgo, which they've always had that kind of love for Virgo. But they have this surge of love for Virgo that is like overwhelming right now during this full moon. And it's like nothing else matters other than I'm not afraid anymore. I just have to love on my Virgo. That also explains why they want to come in and get physical right away. This is, I know it sounds like really erratic behavior on this character's part, but when we look at like the inner workings of how they viewed this, that kind of makes more sense as to why this character operated this way. Okay, final message just for them. Knight of Wands. Again, they keep coming in fearless and fast and super passionate. This person, like, they just want to kiss Virgo. They just want to come in to Virgo's world. I keep thinking that they want so much to have a physical connection with Virgo. And if Virgo's going to have to be like, full stop, what are we doing here? Because I'm not privy to what was going on in your mind before. Remember that Queen of Swords, and she's got his head sitting right there in her lap, but totally disconnected from the rest of his body. He's like, oh, no, you're not touching me. You're going to tell me everything about what the hell has happened here. Yeah, I know you want me. I know you physically want me. And while I'm not angry to dish, I need to understand how your brain works. I got to understand what the heck's going on. I feel like he's got red eyes in that picture. I feel like he may have some serious tears. I feel like it's going to be a very emotional conversation. And I don't think Virgo's going to let up until they dish the entire story. 8 of Swords in the reverse. You got to let all the words flow at me. Let me receive every message. And get to the point where what you're authentic about is that, okay, so you love me. You want me to be a long-term partner. And at one point you insisted in your own mind that could never happen. Are you beyond that now? Are you here to offer me something, security that we're going to grow old together? Because I think it's the only conditions that Virgo's going to be able to take this person back into their lives on. Yeah, I almost think, and this sounds crazy, but it may be that, like, if we're getting married, if you're asking me to marry you, if that's how serious we're going to be, like, that's the expectation. I don't think Virgo's going to lay that out with the Queen of Swords sideways, but it's almost like this is the gravity of this conversation. If we're together, we're done playing around. This is everything or it's nothing. This is you knowing what you're doing with me, what the long-term repercussion is. I don't think Virgo's going to, like, put it out there. So, like, are you marrying me? I don't see it like that at all. I see it as there is almost like Virgo gives this person space to speak the real truth. But I'll tell you, their answer is like, we're on the knife blade edge of, then we're getting married. They kind of need to ask Virgo for a long-term commitment, or Virgo will be done with them. This is a very, very, very important conversation that is coming between these two. Ace of Cups, King of Cups. Is this person able to give me their entire heart and their forever promise? Because I won't give them my heart unless they do. One last card then, I guess, on their side. Because this is I'm holding my breath in this conversation going, what's going to happen? 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is, we've come this far. We've walked through the valley this long. We're at that point where real conversation. The Queen of Wands. We keep seeing them just say, Virgo's so sexy. Virgo's so amazing. Virgo's so attractive. We see them, with the 7 of Pentacles, that is a long-term commitment for sure. But they still want to get to passion. Okay. I kind of feel like there's no touchy until they're married, though. Because remember, they're a King of Cups saying very swiftly, Virgo, you are the person I want to marry. You are the King of Cups, Queen of Cups energy for me. They kind of understand this. So I kind of feel like Virgo's about to have a reunion with somebody, and it results in we're getting married. That's it in a nutshell. Holy smokes. Okay, I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribe.